More than 500,000 of Haitians in the United States are facing the threat of deportation in a few months after the Trump administration revoked an extension of temporary protected status that had been put in place by the Biden administration. The decision by Homeland Security Secretary Kristi Noem on February 20th, 2025 means Haitians who have been able to live and work legally in the United States under TPS could find themselves without status and subject to deportation as of August 3rd, 2025, if she doesn't extend the protections. So if anyone is affected by the recent ruling and has valid claims for political asylum, they should consider filing an asylum case right away. Those who have final orders of removal from the United States can file a motion to reopen their case based on the ongoing violence in Haiti. You may be eligible for a VAWA case if you are a victim of abuse by a U.S. citizen or a green card holder. You may be eligible for a U visa case, which is a non-immigrant visa case that allows victims of certain crimes to live and work in the United States for up to 4 years, and it can also lead to a green card. You may even be married to a U.S. citizen or a green card holder, which could also be a situation where you could apply for a green card case. You could also consider other immigration options, such as changing your TPS to a work-related case, such as an H-1B or O visa. Most of the work visas require you to have an offer of employment from a U.S. employer, but if you do have the criteria and you meet all the other eligibility requirements, you might be eligible for it. Or you might even be able to self-petition yourself for a work visa, such as an EB-2 National Interest Waiver Visa, which is also a green card. You might even have been living in the United States under a grant of TPS for a long time without even knowing that you are actually a U.S. citizen through family by operation of law. If your parents or grandparents ever spent any time in the United States or in the U.S. military before you were born, or if you know that either one of your parents became a U.S. citizen at some point, call us to see whether you might already be a U.S. citizen. Another good option could be is if you are actually placed in deportation proceedings and you have been in the United States for at least 10 years and you have a spouse, parent, or a child who is a U.S. citizen or a permanent resident, you could ask that judge for a cancellation of removal. If the judge grants it, you won't be deported, but even better, you will become a permanent resident. You have to show the judge that if you were deported, your relative would suffer exceptional and extremely unusual hardship. So call the law offices of Stephanie Amguin today if you are Haitian, you have TPS, and you're trying to figure out what other options do you have to stay here in the United States permanently. Let's get something for you. Let's see what you qualify for, okay? Not everybody might qualify for the options, but let's just see. Call us today for any of your U.S. immigration needs.